So hi, my name is Sarah Rose, and I am the CEO for the California League of Conservation Voters, and it is my pleasure, thank you, it is my pleasure to welcome you to CLCV's 2016 Northern California Environmental Leadership Awards, where we will tonight honor outstanding champions who share a commitment to California's environment, social and environmental justice, and a clean energy future that creates opportunities for all while protecting our state and planet from climate change. I want to first thank our event sponsors that we have recognized in tonight's journals and on our video displays, and I want to especially thank our champion sponsors, the California Labor Federation, Clean Energy, the Environmental Defense Fund, Maureen Grace, Nicholas Josefowitz, Next Gen Climate, the National League of Conservation Voters, and the State Building and Construction Trades Council of California. So thank you. I want to also make sure to recognize the elected officials who are with us here tonight, including the Honorable David Chu, Rich Gordon, Honorable Dave Jones, the Honorable Dan Kalb, Honorable Ash Kalra, Byron Scher, Honorable Nancy Skinner, and we have several candidates who've been endorsed by CLCV who are also with us here tonight, Ash Kalra and Michael Eggman running for Congressional District 10. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us tonight, for your leadership and your service to California and, importantly, to your constituents. I also, of course, have to thank our CLCV Board of Directors and our Green Advisory Council members for their partnership and commitment to the work that we all do together. So tonight, we want to recognize from the fields of the Central Valley to the churches of Oakland, from the garages in Silicon Valley to the halls of Congress, tonight's honorees have used their unique talents to build power for California's environmental and social justice movements. As legends in their own time, they represent the best of our collective effort to build a sustainable and equitable future for California's families, our neighborhoods, and our communities. And we are so honored and grateful to be able to recognize their work tonight. Senator Barbara Boxer is a powerful advocate for families, children, consumers, the environment, and her state, our state of California. Dolores Huerta, a renowned labor leader and civil rights activist and co-founder of the United Farm Workers and the Dolores Huerta Foundation. Vian Trung, who's the director of Green for All, a national initiative to build an inclusive green economy strong enough to lift people from poverty. And the Silicon Valley Leadership Group, a public policy business organization that plays a pivotal role in crafting regional, state, and federal solutions to simultaneously improve the area's economy and protect our environment. So as the mother of two incredible daughters, who most of you have heard me talk about, I couldn't be more proud that we together with these honorees are passing these incredible values of stewardship, equity, and innovation onto our next generation of environmental leaders. Clean air, clean water, and healthy communities for families are goals that belong to all of us. Yet they come only when we work together to ensure that we elect champions to the state legislature and to Congress and to hold all of our lawmakers accountable to a bold and inclusive environmental agenda. So California's primary election is just barely in our rearview mirror, and now we look ahead already to a pivotal election in November. In this November, we will elect a new president, a new U.S. senator, and 24 new state legislators. And of course, the top of the ticket is dominating our conversations of late, and how could it not? And whether you've been feeling the burn or you've been with her all along, we know and recognize the genuinely high stakes of this election. We have a presumptive nominee of a major party who threatens to tear down so much of what makes our state, our nation, and even our democracy so remarkable. California and our nation have thankfully stood strong against these challenges many times in the past, but we also know that building a wall is not a solution. We have to use our voice, and we have to use our vote to send a powerful message to our leaders that we expect them to fight for all of us. We have the power to ensure that all candidates understand that earning our vote requires that they put protecting our children's lungs from air pollution, ensuring every family has clean and safe drinking water, and addressing the threat of climate change is at the forefront of their agenda. We have the power and the responsibility to demand that our elected officials offer an unwavering commitment in the face of challenges, including those from oil and chemical companies. We have to continue to set bold targets in order to curb dangerous carbon pollution and invest in innovative and inclusive solutions that keep California leading the way. Because it's on all of us to make sure that the California dream is a reality for more of our families and more of our communities. Electing champions up and down the ticket and realizing progress is a collective effort. And this is where you all come in. We only can do this if we do it together. You make it possible for CLCV through your support to reach and energize tens of thousands of pro-environmental voters in key districts across California, knowing full well that our opponents, like the special interests and oil companies, have their selected candidates as well. We need to mobilize voters to elect the leaders who will put our environment and our communities and our families first. We need your help tonight. And to make this especially easy, we want you to take out your phone and we want you to text CLCV to 877-877, and you can join our mobile action network. And you will be able to take action instantly to support strong environmental legislation in the legislature and to support our candidates in this year's election. So I hope you take a moment and do CLCV to 877-877. And thank you so much for your commitment and your partnership. And thank you for your support of California's environmental leadership and its example for the rest of the nation and the world. Thank you. Thank you. So now I have the great privilege of introducing the recipient of our Byron Scher Lifetime Environmental Leadership Award, Senator Barbara Boxer. Unfortunately, the senator had to be in Washington, D.C. tonight and can't join us in person, but she has recorded a special video acceptance speech, which we'll play in a moment. But before we get to that, I just want to talk a little bit about Senator Boxer. She was elected in 1992, which was, as some of you may remember, the original year of the woman. She was elected in 1992 as a long shot candidate, 10 years after being in the state. She was in the House of Representatives, and she served 6 years on the Marin County Board of Supervisors. And in November 2010, in a year of so many challenges to our candidates and our laws, she was also reelected into her fourth term in the Senate with dedicated support of CLCV and so many of you in this room. Senator Boxer is the ranking member on and the former chair of the U.S. Senate Committee on Environment and Public Works. And she's also formed the Senate Action Task Force with Senator Whitehouse and continues to work to wake up Congress to climate change. So to quote President Obama, Barbara Boxer is more than a senator. She's an institution. She's served the people of California for more than 3 decades with distinction, fighting for the issues that are close to their homes and their hearts. Thanks to Barbara, more Americans breathe clean air and drink clean water. More children have safe places to go after school. More public lands have been protected for future generations. And more Americans travel on safe roads and bridges. And more young women have been inspired to achieve their biggest dreams, having Barbara as an incredible role model. So Senator Boxer has fought her entire career for the values that bring us all here together tonight, and is truly deserving of CLCV's Byron Scher Lifetime Achievement Award. As she serves her final year in the U.S. Senate, she has reassured us that she will continue to be a leader for our environment, for environmental progress, and climate change solutions. So let's hear from Senator Boxer now. Thank you.
Good evening. It's such a special honor to receive an award named after one of California's most important environmental champions, Byron Scher. Byron was the leading force behind many of California's landmark environmental laws, protecting our air and water and making our state a model for the nation. I'm so proud of that. My congratulations to all of tonight's incredible honorees who have worked so hard to protect the environment and our families' health. This April, we broke a global record, but not one we can be proud of. We just hit 11 straight months of record heat with no relief in sight. And the first 3 months of 2016 have been hotter than the same months during the previous record year, which was just last year. Too many in Congress refuse to wake up to the threat. the threat that climate change poses to our planet and to us all. But that's where you come in. With your help, we have started to make progress through greater fuel efficiency, through international agreements, and by reducing carbon pollution through the Clean Air Act. With your help, we've been able to protect our pristine coast from the drill baby drill crowd and protect more than 1 million acres of wilderness. And with your help, we will elect the next generation of environmental champions to the House, to the Senate, and yes, to the White House. So while I'm not running for re-election, I want you all to know that I am not retiring from these issues. Our planet needs us now more than ever. So I'm going to keep fighting. I'll just be fighting from California. And I know that I can count on you to fight right alongside me. So thank you again for this award.